It's no secret that Xbox has backed itself into a pretty rough corner heading into the middle of 2026. For a while there, I felt like everything was going in the wrong direction for the Xbox brand. Confusing strategy shifts, studios shutting down constantly, and this identity crisis of what Xbox was even supposed to be anymore. But recently, something feels different, and I don't think that this is an accident. With the hiring of Asha Sharma, it feels like Xbox might finally be stepping into a new phase of the Xbox brand. Something that honestly reminds me a lot of the Renaissance. When you go from chaos, uncertainty, and everything kind of falling apart all at the same time, and then suddenly there's a small shift. A small shift that may not be noticed immediately. It's a rebuild, a new vision that comes to life. Because for the past few years, Xbox made this massive pivot to everything is an Xbox, pushing games to PC, expanding beyond the console, trying to redefine what their ecosystem even is. And yeah, that came with a lot of really bad consequences. But this video isn't about what went wrong, it's about what's starting to go right for Xbox. Because if this shift is real, and that is a really big if with the track record Xbox has for the last couple of years, then we might be watching Xbox pull itself out of that corner and move back towards something that actually feels like a golden age. And honestly, if that happens, it's not just good for Xbox, it's good for gaming as a whole. Welcome back, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Stu. I break down the games I'm playing, what's happening in the industry, and where all of this is heading in the future. If you're into that, consider subscribing and joining the gaming corner. Now, let's get into the video. So if that shift is actually happening, you can start to see it play out in real time. This past week, Xbox made a few major moves. And the first one might seem small, but I think it says a lot more than people are realizing. They updated the Xbox branding, and more importantly, they leaned back into the Xbox name instead of this broader Microsoft gaming direction that they had in the previous years. That may not sound like a big deal, but it signals something very important. A few months ago, it generally felt like Xbox was drifting away from being a console-first brand. You had first-party games moving to other platforms, a stronger push to PC, and even discussions around deeper ecosystem integration. And it started to feel like Xbox was positioning itself more as a publisher than a platform. And that's where this shift stands out, because it doesn't feel like a company preparing to step away. It feels like one trying to reset. It feels like they're rebuilding the Xbox identity from the ground up, and honestly, that's something that this industry needs right now. I think we're pretty much all in consensus when I say that this console generation has been a very weird one, because for stretches of time, it felt like there has been no real competition to push things forward. When that happens, everything slows down, releases take longer, risks start to get smaller, and the overall energy just isn't the same around the gaming space. Competition is what drives innovation, and without it, you start to feel that stagnation pretty quickly. Even the new look reflects that shift. It feels intentional, like a blend of that original Xbox identity with something more modern and clean. There's a confidence to it that hasn't really been there for a while. And more than anything, it gives off the sense that Xbox might finally be finding its direction again and moving in the right direction. And if that's true, that's a really good sign, not just for them, but for gaming as a whole. But don't get confused, this video is just not a lot of blindless hope, but not everything over on Xbox is going in the right direction. Because alongside that branding shift and them also peeling back the prices of Game Pass, we also got the news about the next iteration for Halo, and this is where it seems like they go back in the wrong direction. What was originally rumored to be a battle royale style project is now reportedly being shifted into an extraction shooter for Halo. And honestly, I just don't think that this is the move at all for the Xbox brand. It feels like Xbox is still chasing trends in certain areas instead of setting the trend. The market is already saturated with battle royales and extraction shooters, and we've seen this time and time again that just dropping a big name IP into one of those genres does not guarantee success, especially coming from a AAA studio trying to revive something that already has a strong identity. Because Halo, flat out, does not need an extraction shooter. And this is just flat out my opinion. I believe that Halo works best when it's focused. A strong, polished single player experience with a multiplayer built around that, not the other way around. And this current generation has shown us pretty clearly that games built entirely around live service or multiplayer first ideas just aren't landing the way they used to. So while Xbox seems to be finding its footing again in some areas, this feels like one of those decisions that could either slow that momentum down or completely miss what players actually want right now in the industry. And as you guys will come to learn from the channel, I am not a doom and gloom kind of guy, but I do like to call out bullshit when it is warranted. And right now, Asha is doing a lot of things right for Xbox. For someone who has no prior experience in gaming, she's making smart and player-focused moves to bring back the brand. Her commitment to keeping AI out of games is huge, and honestly, it feels like something that should have been obvious from the start. No one wants AI slop in their games, and no one wants to pay out of this world prices for subscriptions either. Pulling back on the Game Pass price hike was obviously a very big win, and it should not have been hiked in the first place. Changing the Xbox logo away from the overly minimalist design that defined this console generation is also another strong move. And more importantly, focusing Xbox back on just being Xbox again feels like the right direction as well. I don't really care about the whole console wars conversation, but having a strong and competent Xbox is good for every single gamer in the world. And right now, that's exactly what the industry needs from Xbox. Overall, the changes happening over at Xbox right now, in my opinion, they are a really good thing, and if they can keep this momentum going in their next console launch, we could be looking at a real turnaround for the entire ecosystem. And even though all of this is still recent, it connects directly to the bigger lessons we started seeing in 2025. The industry is shifting and it's happening faster than most people realize. So if you made it this far, don't click off the video just yet. Watch the video that's on your screen right now, because in that one I break down exactly how gaming is changing before our eyes and what it means moving forward. Trust me, it ties everything together.